Chillies. How are we doing? Hope we're all doing well on our time in the house. Nice, relaxing, reflective time. Hope you're all taking care of yourself. So it is a lovely Tuesday again. Yay! So you get to spend time with me. Today I figured that I started doing this plot to grow some corn and came across a lot of weeds. So what I figured I'm going to do is I am going to teach us how to get rid of any weeds in your plant beds or anything like that, so your plants can thrive and grow, because the weeds get under the soil and eat all the nutrients from the plants you actually want to grow. Not only that, I think we'll do some printmaking as well. We'll put these leaves to good use and we'll make some collagraphs or some monoprints from them. So I'll do this in a two-parter, or I might put them together, who knows, of getting rid of the weeds, and then we're gonna print with them. All right, sound good? Excellent. Okay, so what you need is, I would have said a trowel, but I've left it over there. Just some good old-fashioned hard muscular strength. So we've got a few weeds here. I've got a dandelion and some dock leaves. There's some buttercups here and what seems to be a cleaver's sticky grass. So that's the stuff that you go on your lovely walks, people stick to you. Is that working? Yeah, stick to you. Okay, so what you need to do is you need to get as much of the root out as possible. Okay, the root is the part that eats all the nutrients from your plants you're actually wanting to plant, and being that I don't want that, I'm going to get rid. So what you can do is, I'll show you with this dock leaf, we can get it from as far down as you can and then rip it up and try and get as much that as possible. Now if you've got some of these in the house or in your garden area, keep hold of them and we'll print with them. So we've got some dock leaves, some cleaver, some dandelion, beautiful flower, and get rid of this buttercup as well. See how I got most of the roots out? Okay, so we're going to call out of these. What you're going to need is, you'll need some printing ink or some paints. Any oil-based paint will do. Some paper and a paintbrush or a roller if you have one. See you at home. So we meet again. We're in a brand new location. Beautiful sun's out, and we're going to do some printmaking. Fantastic. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to use these weeds that we picked up from the garden. From what I remember, we got some dock leaves, we got some dandelion, and we had some buttercup as well, I think. So we're going to print these off onto some paper using monoprints, and we can use a collagraph, but I'm not going to stick them onto a plate, so we're just going to use them as monoprints today. I think the reason for it is that it can be a reference point for us to know what the weeds look like, so we can keep looking at them and going, right, this is what we need to get out of our garden when need be, and when all the plants start to grow, so we can distinguish between the plant that we want and the weed that we don't. So we've done printing before with a lot of us. For those who haven't done it, I'm going to take you through what we're going to be using for this monoprint. We need a roller. If you don't have a roller at home, you can use a paintbrush to paint over the surfaces so we can get an even spread on the print. I've got some black ink, which I'm going to be using. I have my trusty paper sketchbook, and I've got a piece of glass what I'll be using to spread the ink over. You can use an old picture frame or any type of plexiglass. It's just a smooth surface. Make sure it's nice and dry and ready to get the ink over. Okay, I also have our trusting hand press. Not as good as our Chilli press, unfortunately, but we have to make concessions. And I also have the weeds that we got. I washed these and they've just been patted to dry, just so we don't get soil all over our prints. Okay, so what we're going to do is, first we're going to ink up our plate. Get a good dollop of it on the top of your plate. or the top of your glass or plastic. And what you want to do, you want to get your roller and you want to evenly spread. Never just go one way. Always go one way, sorry, never go back and forward, because you don't get an even spread on the roller. So you want to make sure all of this roller is covered in ink. I've also laid down a surface here so I don't mess up my table. Any newspaper or newsprint will be fine. Okay, and then we'll start to get some ink onto these lovely plants. Now I'm just going to pick them off and open them up, dab them off if need be, and just cover the surface area with ink. The thing with the monoprint is that it'll be different every time. So however we arrange it, it'll stay that way, but we'll never get the same print. We can get close, but never exactly the same. Now you want a good solid cover over each subject you're going to be printing. Now you can print on anything, anything with a pattern on it, anything with an embossment on it is going to come out beautifully with this. So we'll have our first dock leaf down. I think next I'm going to go for our lovely dandelion. I'm going to pick him off and I'm going to again cover him with as much ink as possible. So we want to ink up as much as we can. And arrange them onto your plate or your paper. I'm going to carry on inking these up and I'll give you an overhead view of what we're going to be doing next. Okay, so I've roughly laid down these prints, or these subjects we're going to be printing onto. Annoyingly, the wind's taking all of the paper away, so what we're going to be doing, we're going to be covering up, oh, that's last week's art, what we'd made. Oh no. Okay, and we're going to print, or use our press to apply some pressure over what we're printing. The more pressure when doing these types of prints, hopefully the better it'll come out and the ink can set in. Now normally we'd soak the paper and wash the windows, but because I'm using a water-based ink, it'll just make it run quite a lot and not set into the paper. If you're using an oil-based ink, you can soak the paper, which will just give it that, take a bit longer to dry, but it'll just give it that little bit better effect and it'll sit into the paper a lot better. So, moment of truth, guys. I'm going to call that a day on it. Let's see if we can find them. Okay. And we've created a beautiful piece of art. Now, I'd like to have had a lot more ink onto those, but you can use any colours, you can mix the colours together, you can add more or less to the piece. I think it gives it that kind of Victorian book or reference book kind of look to it. But there we go. That's going to be us for the printing today. So yeah, enjoy. So there we have it, guys. A nice monoprint that we can use from any found objects. If you can think of any more that we would want to do a little project on, feel free to put in the comments below. We will do some, we'll try to involve as much visual art as we can do with this garden as well, because there's a time when we're just having to wait for things to grow, like I said in the earlier video. So we'll have some fun with it. If you have any questions, if you want any help, feel free to ask. I'm here all morning. And yeah, enjoy. Stay safe. And all my love and peace again. See you later.